Good morning. Back to more Bloodborne. You know the drill by now. We are going to, I think we're going to go and do the One Reborn fight. I was thinking about doing the Upper Cathedral Ward, but that area honestly gives me the heebie-jeebies, and I want to be as strong as possible going into it. So I think we're going to do Yargul. We're going to do the One Reborn fight, because that's pretty easy. Get a ton of echoes for that, level up some more, and then might go and do the Upper Cathedral Ward if we've got time. See how much we can cram into 1 hour. Right, wait for these lads to go by. Don't want to run down right into the middle of them. Right, so there are two ways of progressing through Yargul. You can either go through the jail, which is you got to deal with a bunch of the crawling coffins, or you jump out the lift onto this roof, and it just magically teleports you around, and it's amazing. It takes exactly where you need to go. And down here we got a little scuttly guy who's going to give us more bloodstone chunks, which is great, because we want those. So I'm going to start upgrading Beast Cutter. Maybe the Rifle Spear. Rifle Spear is going to be useful at some point later on. Creep up on this guy. This absolute nightmare. Get some more bloodstone chunks. Right, use the magic teleporting bath, which is never really explained. It's literally just a teleporter pad. It just feels very out of place, honestly. Right, let's go and deal with Right, so yeah, down the street there's like 3 or 4 of the coffins who are like just absolute nightmares to deal with because they're incredibly fast and strong. So we're going to stay above ground. Oh, and they shoot things at you as well. It's just a whole big problem that I'm just not going to deal with. Right. There's a guy with a gun down there. Easy, easy. Right, and then down here. Firstly, this doorway is immensely creepy. I love that. So creep up on this guy. So this is a super good gem, like for at this stage of the game. Gives like a really big boost to stats. Right, so we definitely don't want to go out there. We don't want to deal with those crawling coffins, because life is just not worth that much pain. So we're just going to head back up here. So that's down there, that's the connecting door to the jail area. So like you could come down there and like run down this main street which is full of coffins, and why would you do that? when you could take the magic teleporting bath, be up here, and then we can just go across this bridge. Go down this ladder. And we're where we need to be. Perfect. More creepy chanting going on. Oh, the madman's knowledge. There is an item over the way over there. Which I think it's just bolt or fire paper. I might make a run for it. All these, it's like, always makes me think of, like, you know, like Pompeii, like, you know, all these people. So I think the lore is like, whatever was happening there, you know, there was like, I don't know, like a big explosion or tide of mad or something. All these people just got like frozen or like mummified or whatever, like trying to escape from it. It is, you know, you get here after the apocalypse has happened, essentially, and you get to see how horrific it was. Right, so we're going to go take on the One Reborn. Let's get some help from old Defector Antle. Might as well spend the insight, we got it. Right, going to this massive, suspicious looking courtyard under the light of the blood moon. Bunch of creepy old ladies ringing their bells. So I think, so I'm going to make, I think what the lore is, so the One Reborn is like an attempt by the School of Mensis, who are like a bunch of just crazy scholars, to make their own Great One, essentially. So it's just made of like all these bodies that have been stitched together. It's super gross. Big old body of bodies. So, immediately run past it. And we're going to head for this staircase, because we're going to go and deal with the bell ringing women up here, because if you don't deal with them, they will shoot fireballs at you. Meanwhile, our little NPC friend down there can distract the One Reborn. I'm not sure I can get to you up here, actually, so like it's actually pretty cool. Like if you need to, you could like run up here to like properly heal in safety. Right, we get about 1,000 echoes off them. That's pretty good. Right. Bolt paper, because I think it counts as kin, so we'll do that. get in here and really start hacking it to bits. Boom, easy. Easy! Get a ton of echoes. Thanks, mate. See ya. I'm gonna pop the lantern. Right, so you head up those stairs. That opens up the next area of the game, but I want to go and do the upper cathedral ward. God, I can't believe that got done in 10 minutes. That was crazy. Alright, I'm getting to the point now. I think I've only got enough for like one level up. So I'm getting quite high level now. Oh man, 35. Yeah, oh god, that's only enough for one level up. I mean, strength is still tempting. Let's just have a nice round 30 for vitality, I think. And then up to level 90, I guess we can go double strength and then 20 endurance. That'll be the next 5 levels, I think. Oh, I've got so many echoes. I haven't got anything I can sell, really. Oh, I do have 3 bloodstone chunks. I can go upgrade the beast cutter, I think. Oh yeah, now we can put our... There it is. Ooh, plus 18, that's what we want. What can we put on the... So now we can start moving across the good gems that were on the Sword Spear now onto the Beast Cutter. And the same with the Rifle Spear as well. Okay. Right, let's go unlock the Upper Cathedral Ward, which is super spooky. Oh, must remember to pop back to the clinic as well. Deal with all the poor unfortunate souls in the clinic. Right. Oh, I always forget which side the door's on. Right, go and open up the door. Oh hey, it's a weird little like gribbly guy. Deal with that. Oh no, that's not pleasant, is it? Something bad's been going on up here. Alright, pop the lantern. Alright, I'm gonna come back here, but I must remember to go to the clinic and see how they're doing there at Isefka's clinic. Of course, they're not Isefka, is it? I don't think the door is going to be open. I mean, I think it gets closed each time. We'll see. Yeah, it's closed. Right, I've got to loop all the way around. That's fine. Right, so if it hasn't been clear, like if you're new to Bloodborne and new to the lore, so at the start of the game, you wake up in the clinic, Isefka's clinic, and when you first speak to her, she's like, you know what, I can't help you, please just like leave me alone. But then when you come back to her, after a little while, then she's something like, oh, you know what, I'll help people out if you find any survivors, tell them this is a safe place. And if you do, I'll reward you. And when we came here, like last time, there was a little blue goober alien guy in here. And it was like, that was weird. Especially like, we killed them and they dropped an item called Isefka's Blood Vial. Which is like, oh, that's a bit weird. So the whole thing is like, the original Isefka got murdered and basically impersonated by like an assassin from the healing church who has been experimenting on the people that you send here. So if we go through the hallways here, there will be aliens of each of the people that you sent here to save them. So we kill this one. That Punch and Blocked Out, I think, is the suspicious man. That's the suspicious beggar that we find on top of the windmill, who's like way too keen on like finding a safe place to be. And you can also send like the nun here. You can send Ariana here, who's the woman. You can send the old woman here. And they all get turned into aliens. So if you come here sort of before Rom dies, the big baked potato spider boss, and just checking if there's anything else. No. You get a bit of dialogue where she's in a back room, fake Isefka, and she's like, "What are you doing here? Like, it's in your best interest to maybe leave." And she's a pretty tough boss, like a mini boss, but you get like some items from her. But if you come back to her at this point in the game, after you've killed Rom and the blood moon has risen, she is busy going mad on this table.
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous. God, I'm more.
So she has been basically impregnated by a great one. So if we kill her and we take the third umbilical cord, which is an item we need to get like the true ending of the game. You get a few of them throughout the game. I think there's 4 in total. You get you find 1 in the abandoned workshop. You get 1 from Isefka. You get 1 from Ariana. I think you get 1 from Murgo's wet nurse. So there's 4, so you can miss 1. But if you take 3, then after like beating the final boss, there's a final boss then, which is what we're going to do. But first, we're going to go through Cathedral. How much do I need to level up? Oh, not many. Like, what, 6,000?
Farewell, good hunter.
A quick lecture hall pop up so I can get a level up, I think. Of course, here in the lecture hall as well, there's that door at the far end which leads to the Nightmare Frontier, which is my least favourite area in the game, because it is a giant poison swamp. It's very, like, maze-like, and it's got a weird, like, difficulty curve. And just generally I don't like it. So I'll probably go there maybe off camera. Deal with all these blobos. We're sort of at the point now where we don't need to like bottle them up in the doorway. We can just like go in here and take them on now. Rifle spears strong enough where we can just one-shot them. Head back, level up Upper Cathedral Ward, which is again like quite a small area. There's 2 bosses there. Might have time to do one of them. So I said strength and skilled endurance in there. So let's get strength up. Do more damage, which is always good. Might as well spend some of these extra echoes. I'm just going to buy a bunch of blood vials as well. Don't think I'll ever get through them. There has been a point where I've had to had to buy blood vials. Upper Cathedral Ward. When I was trying to fight like the Orphan of Kos, who is like, I would say like the true final boss. Because if you beat Orphan of Kos, like, you know, you're fine for everything else. That's the true sort of secret final hidden boss of the main game, at least. I actually ran out of vials trying to kill it. I got there in the end. Right. Oh, let's deal with all these wigglers. I have died to these before. Because when they chomp you, it does hardly any damage, but it inflicts frenzy. So actually, let's just be on the safe side. And maybe just equip some sedatives so I don't die to my head exploding to one of these little wiggly babies. Because that's what they are. These are kids, like, you know, street urchins that the Healing Church have tried to transform into great ones. They are not good guys, the Healing Church. Right. Right, brain sucker guy here. This is at the point now where the brain suckers are at their most powerful, because they can do a spell that paralyzes you while they eat your brains, and this place is absolutely swarming with them, and it's the reason why I absolutely hate this area. And also there's super strong werewolf. Yeah, good. Oh, they make gross slopping sounds as they go around. Oh, it's just a bad time all round. So we open this door. Bunch of werewolves dropping through the ceiling. Run, 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 run. Because I think there's like 3 of them. And then we're just going to cheese them through the door. Beast Cutter just casually being the best weapon there. Ooh, get some bloodstone chunks off them, that's really good. Right. Oh, right, now it's... There's another one down there. We can take on one. Right, so there's a little oh good, he's coming towards us. Because there's one in here waiting to grab us, so we go. No, no. Oh god, here we go, the cycle of pain. Yep, steals my insight. I drop down. He was nearly going to do it again. Just... I hate them so much. So much. Right. So there's two of them through there. There's one down the end there. We really want to open up that door there just in case we die. It's like we don't have to go through this nonsense again. Is this gonna work? Switch the rifle spear maybe, because they're kin, so I think they take more from Pierce. Alright, he's just gonna tootle down here. I wonder if we can... Nope! Hopefully we can break through. Yes! Yes. Alright, rifle spear worked. Get the thrust damage. God, I hate... This is like... I don't like the Nightmare Frontier as an area as a whole, because it's a poison swamp. It's an absolute pain to explore, because it takes forever, and you're constantly getting poisoned. But this particular... Like, these two hallways and the little mezzanine are, like, for me, like, some of the most stressful areas of the game because of these guys. But I find that one the most difficult to deal with, like, this one in this room and this one coming down the hallway. So there's two more here, and I think these I find a little easier to deal with. Because one is just off to the edge so we can get a sneak attack on him. Oh my god, there we go. Right, get the orphanage key. Good, that's what we want. Alright, and there's one down there somewhere, but we're just going to ignore him. Just going to quickly run to here. We're going to open this door. Open this door, and this is the main front door. Good. We never have to go through there again. Like, it doesn't take long, but it is very, very stressful. Oh, is that enough for a level up? Oh, I don't think it is it? Oh, So I would like to level up before going into one of these bosses, so we'll do that. Might need another quick trip to the lecture hall to top off. Oh my god, again, like 300 off, right? Time to sell some bloodstone shards. Which is all they're good for at this point in the game now. Do I have anything else I can sell? Oh, let's sell these coins, I suppose. Oh, sell this numbing mist. I 100% don't need this. Right.
Welcome with very well met.
Oh, I wanted to do stamina, didn't I?
Farewell, good hunter.
Right. Up Cathedral Ward. Excuse me, kids. Oh, but so glad I don't have to deal with those brain suckers anymore, because they steal insight, and like insight is so. I mean, like losing blood echoes is a pain, but you can always earn more blood echoes. Insight is technically limited; it's finite, because you can only gain it from certain items and bosses, right? And like the thing is, it makes absolute sense in lore why they steal insight, because they don't want the whole lore is like they know the the eldritch truth, and stealing insight represents them like going, right, well, you need to be kept ignorant to what the truth is, which like makes a lot of sense. But my god, it is very frustrating. Right, so we're going to deal with a bunch of goobers down here. I'm about it is like this regards like one of the easiest boss in the game. Watch me die to it though, because it's just going to be that kind of day, right? It's just a bunch of these guys, a bunch of little goobers. Right, so one of them is like the real one. There we go. Alright, now he's gonna go big. Now he's the big boy. The biggest of goobers. King Goober. Oh my god. Oh my god, I know. I said like, oh, easiest boss in the game, but I bet I died to it. What happened? I bloody died to it. And it's been recorded, of course. Any other time I play this, like, oh, absolutely fine, just tear through it. Oh my god. This playthrough has been wild. I've just... So many things I've died to for the very first time. I am good at Bloodborne, I promise. Well, I think that's actually genuinely a first, being killed by the Celestial Emissary. It's because because I tried switching to the rifle spear, isn't it? Shouldn't have switched to the rifle spear. Should have stayed with the saw spear. There we go, that's how it should go. Cannot believe I died to the Celestial Emissary. Right. So, through here, we can get to the next boss, Ebrietas. But I don't think we're ready for Ebrietas, so I'm just gonna bounce back to the dream. And we will... Advent Plaza, there we go. We will progress with the main storyline. And probably get to the actual Nightmare Castle. Oh, it's just all very creepy, isn't it? Right. So this takes us actually to the second floor of the lecture hall. So, get rifle spear ready, because we're going to deal with some blobbos. Slightly tougher blobbos. The lecture hall, where we best place to go to grind. Master Willem was right. Evolution without courage will be the ruin of our race. So we all turn into blob dudes. Makes sense. Oh, there's one behind me. More bloodstone chunks, excellent. We want those. Let's open all this up. What is in here? Oh, another good rune. I have to revisit my runes at some point. Alright, there's a big lad here. He's pretty strong from what I remember. Only one in the main game whose hands are on fire. Oh, he's very beefy. Right, open up, go down here. Oh no, it's a giant spider. It's not a spider, it's Soulsborne regular Patches, but in this he's a horrible spider mutant. Oh, it's very unsettling.
Do you think ill of me? Oh, it pains me to hear. I shared with you a thing most secret. It's me now. So, well, you weren't to know. And it...
You know what? Just... it's so unsettling to look at. And we get Great One's Wisdom out of it, so that's okay. And then we get to open that door, which is... there we go. And that leads us to the bottom floor, which is good. Oh, I just saw that door there. Let's have a peek in here. The nameless moon presence beckoned by Lawrence and his associates. Pale blood. 3/3 chords. That is the only hint you get that you need to do something with the umbilical cords. Right, let's go to final area of the game, which is a giant nightmare castle, which is incredibly stressful to go through, because everything here sucks. Oh, I really honestly thought there was oh god, I've forgotten how, I always forget how horrific it is. Yeah, so this area is full of really strong, horrible monsters. Like these werewolf guys who have a sideways mouth. Oh god, come on. I was trying to kill it with fire, because if you don't, then these jump out, and I just don't want to deal with his gut worms. It's just a whole nightmare. Come back, come back. More bloodstone chunks, excellent. Right, now we get into the fucking Eye of Sauron up here. That is just going to, like, permanently frenzy you as long as you're out in the open. So you have to run around and stay in cover, and it's just, I'm not here for it. You know, I'm just not on board. So this is where we're going to spend all our insight, so we have less chance of going crazy. But we're going to level up.
Very well then.
Actually going to put more stamina, so I've got more stamina for running through all the crap I'm going to have to deal with in the Nightmare Castle. I think have we got enough to upgrade? Yes, we do. Hooray! +8 Beast Cutter. Nice. Let's re-examine the runes. I want the Moon Rune. I want the Eye Rune. I want the Race Stamina one. The Communion ones are really good because they just let you hold more vials, which will be useful later on in the game when we will take on some really tough bosses. What can we buy with our insight? Oh, we can start buying bloodstone chunks. That's actually pretty good. You know what, we're just going to do that. Go down to 1 insight, so the absolute minimum to still like be able to interact with the doll and level up, but now our insight is lower. We have a higher resistance to frenzy, so there we go. Good, good, right, I think we'll call it there for today, and yeah, just carry on another time, so bye.